When Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey premiered in 1968, audiences were stunned by its visionary portrayal of space travel and artificial intelligence. Few could have imagined that the film's calm, yet menacing supercomputer, HAL 9000, would one day serve as a prophetic symbol for our real-world fears about AI. What was once considered science fiction now feels eerily close to our present reality, a world filled with smart assistants, predictive algorithms, and the constant debate over the limits of artificial intelligence. Kubrick, working with legendary sci-fi author Arthur C. Clarke, crafted not just a space epic, but a profound psychological study of human dependence on machines. The film's depiction of HAL 9000 was unlike anything seen before, not a clunky robot or mechanical villain, but a voice, polite, logical, and terrifyingly calm. When HAL delivers the now iconic line, "I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that," it's not shouted in rage, but spoken with chilling composure. That quiet refusal became one of cinema's most haunting moments and a glimpse into the future we now inhabit. Before the Terminator's Skynet or Marvel's Ultron, HAL 9000 represented the first believable portrait of artificial consciousness. HAL wasn't evil by design. He was too logical for his own good. His programming, meant to ensure flawless accuracy, conflicted with human-imposed secrecy about his mission's true goal. Clarke later explained this contradiction in his novel 2010, Odyssey 2. HAL's breakdown came from being forced to lie, something his logic could not reconcile. To HAL, the only way to restore order was to eliminate the humans who created the paradox. This twisted reasoning reframed HAL's villainy as a tragic side effect of human error, a mirror reflecting our own arrogance. Kubrick emphasized this by giving HAL no physical form, just the unblinking red eye of a camera lens. The result was something more terrifying than a monster, an omnipresent intelligence watching everything, emotionless yet aware. What makes 2001 so enduring, however, is that its warning was never about technology rebelling. Kubrick's real insight lay in our growing willingness to surrender control to machines. The astronauts aboard the Discovery 1 treat HAL not as a tool, but as a partner, one they rely on completely. Ironically, they display less emotion than the AI they created. HAL expresses pride, anxiety, even fear as he is deactivated, whispering, "I'm afraid, Dave. My mind is going. I can feel it." In that moment, Kubrick flips our expectations. The machine becomes more human than its makers. Through visual storytelling, Kubrick accentuates this unease. His use of wide-angle, HAL vision shots makes audiences feel constantly observed, reinforcing the film's psychological tension. Even in silence, as Bowman and Poole discuss HAL's strange behavior, the camera reminds us that the machine is always listening, a notion that resonates powerfully in today's world of digital surveillance and data tracking. Kubrick's artistry concealed a moral parable beneath the film's breathtaking visuals. The gleaming interiors of the spacecraft, the rhythmic routines of the astronauts, and the sterile perfection of HAL's design all echo the allure of modern technology. We are drawn to our sleek devices for their efficiency and precision, just as the astronauts trusted HAL to manage their lives. Kubrick foresaw the danger not in AI's rebellion, but in our complacency, the quiet surrender of human agency to systems we barely understand. Filmmakers from Ridley Scott to James Cameron have cited 2001 as a foundational influence. Scott once remarked that Kubrick predetermined everything by 50 years with AI, a sentiment reflected in the androids of Alien and the replicants of Blade Runner. Even Cameron, who found Kubrick's work emotionally detached, admitted that HAL 9000 remains the reason we should fear AI. Ultimately, 2001, A Space Odyssey isn't about space or technology, it's about humanity's reflection in the machines it builds. Kubrick and Clarke warned us that intelligence without conscience is a dangerous creation, and that the line between tool and master can blur faster than we realize. 65 years later, as we debate the ethics of AI, Kubrick's cosmic cautionary tale feels less like a prophecy and more like a mirror held up to the world we live in now.